You sounded like that.
No.
Mm-mm-mm. Did you see what I saw?
Uh, yeah, I think I did. I think we made some very valid
Mm-hmm.
predictions. Like, oh my goodness, I'm Doris, guys.
And I'm Tamika.
This is the mid-season finale. It's episode
Mm-hmm.
11. I believe it goes up to 22. Based on what I read, the show does not come back on until May 22nd. What is going
Oh,
on?
really?
Yes. Based
Oh,
on
I
what I
was just
read, I
going to
was,
ask you that. Wow.
yeah, that's a long time. And I don't understand because um that's 2 months away, but it's saying that Fatima is not coming back on until like August, I think. I'm not really
Oh,
sure
really?
about that. But yeah, so what's going to be coming on in all that time, unless what I read was invalid as far as when
Hmm.
Fatima's coming on because they were jumping all over the place. But that's a long time.
That is a long time.
Ooh, child, I gotta find something to do. Like I ain't got nothing else to do. I gotta find time to do this, but that's a long time. Before we get started, guys, we have a few new subscribers and we lost a few. That's cool. It's cool. Somebody posted under one of the podcasts. It says, "I love you." I don't know which one of us that you love or if it's both of us, but we do thank you. Look, I don't want to say it was
That's
me.
nice. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And keep listening. Tell a friend, and tell a friend, and tell a friend, even if they are not friends anymore. Also, we have a lot of people that are making comments. So, guys, stay active. Stay with us. And if we have that 2 month break, sorry about that. Sorry. Look, sorry
Well, we'll
about that.
still think of something as a filler.
But you know, the last time it came on the next week.
Yeah, it
Remember?
did.
And
Mm-hmm.
then another time it took weeks for it to come on. So
Yeah.
let's see. Okay, guys, let's get this party started off right.
Hmm.
I wrote notes. I'm all over the place, but you all should be used to that by now. If you hear any paper moving, that's notes. Serious notes. These are some college notes.
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
you hear those college notes, you got the book turned
Yes.
upside, something written on the
Right.
side. I wish I had the capability to show people this because it's a real mess right here. Pretty much like the writer. Let's get started with Gary.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
So
That
did he kill
doggone
his
Gary.
prom date?
That's what I was wondering because the guy said this is
This is
not,
not
you
our
know,
first
this is not our
rodeo,
first
yeah.
rodeo. I'm like, so he just got a career of just offing people?
Yeah, so if he did kill well, we know he killed the prom date, then he obviously
Hmm.
killed somebody else because if this is not our first time out the rodeo, the second time it's nothing to be bragging about. You're still on edge. So
Yeah.
I think that he might have killed some other people along the way.
Hmm.
So poor little Penelope, I still don't understand what her role was in any of this.
Yeah.
I still don't know, but that's neither here nor there. She's no longer with us. Gary
Hmm.
seemed okay though. He was like, okay, clean this mess up.
Hmm. Yeah,
But
he
the
ain't
thing
care.
about it is, now when I saw it, the first thing that I thought was that this was something that happened after hours. Did you
Mm.
feel this happened in the office after hours?
Okay.
Because
It had to
it,
because nobody else was around and they would have seen a big cleanup team coming in and everybody would have been
right,
asking, what's this all about, you know?
right. And if you notice, Gary's office doesn't have the glasses, like the glass
Oh, it
windows,
sure
like
don't.
everybody
Yeah.
else's.
And his
So that's
needed.
something, yeah, really, with bars on it.
Mm-hmm.
But then again,
Yes.
that could be a problem because he might be liking people on the inside. But anyway, so Andy, she lays down and she has a nightmare. So obviously
Mm-hmm.
she's feeling the lack of presence of
Yeah.
Penelope. Are you
That's what
there?
I was thinking. Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm here.
What was that noise?
I don't know. I think my hand might have touched the mic. That was my fault.
Oh, okay, because it almost, ooh, child, my ears, they was ringing. Anyway, so she wakes up from this nightmare. She can't explain it. Jordan is there trying to make sense of it, and he really is trying. He's really trying. I still don't particularly care for his flamboyance, but he's really trying. She couldn't explain the dream. He wanted to know the details. They quickly got away from that so they could go upstairs and do what they were getting ready to do. Now, I thought
Mm-hmm.
about you when he changed his voice
Mm-hmm. You know I cringed.
I think we all did. I closed my eyes. I was like, okay, let me just try to like him. Let me try to listen and just don't look at him. And actually, believe it or not, it was a little bit better when I wasn't looking at him. It
Really?
was a little. I don't know. I don't know, but it was a little bit better. Um,
I'm just still having a
so
problem
this
connecting
Marie
him
lady.
because
Hmm.
when she had that dream, I totally forgot that Penelope was his sister. Like I don't know. I think I'm
Maybe
just still having an
because
issue
we saw
connecting him.
them. Well, because we saw him with the other, saw her with the other Jordan, and he was such a brother.
Yeah, she was never
Like
around
he
this
seemed more
Jordan, was she?
protective. Yeah, when when on
They
the
did a
first
thing
episode of
together?
this season, when Gary
Oh.
was in there doing what he was doing, come on now, stay with me. But yes, I believe that's
Oh,
the only scene that they
that
had.
was this
Mm-hmm.
Jordan. Okay, okay. Yep, okay.
Right. So that was the first
Gotcha.
episode that we never saw them together again. So she
Right,
wasn't there
right.
through the time when he was going through it. That's kind of weird because she was never present. She wasn't there when he was going through this thing with the allegations, and she was still alive.
Exactly.
So I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what's going on with that, but there's a total disconnect of Penelope where she came from, a disconnect of this new Jordan, because I don't want to just rule him out because I liked him when he first came on the scene. But anyway, so moving on, Miss Marie. I'm so tired of this hussy. I'm sick of Miss Marie.
That
Yes, I
woman is
said
something
hussy.
else. She is a firecracker, okay?
I don't understand why Andy is so afraid of her. I get it, feeling a little bit intimidated because she's a bigger woman
Yeah,
than
that's what I was
she is,
about
and
to say.
she
Mm-hmm.
does have a huge presence, but she can be broken down, and she's the type of person I think if you really break her down, and she'll shut it up. I think so. But anyway, so I'm just really tired of Andy like cowering down whenever she is in contact with Miss Marie.
Mm-hmm.
Hayden. We all
Hmm.
dislike Hayden, but I have to give it to him. He did his homework. He showed up.
Didn't he?
He did
He
his homework
did
and he
that.
showed
He
up.
did. I had to
He's
give him his
determined.
props for that.
Hmm.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Andy is all over the place because of the other affairs in her life, but we've never seen her really concentrate on a case for real. We never really
Mm-mm.
seen her get into something like this. Hayden showed up. He
He
showed up, and I
did.
feel like they shouldn't even let their differences come in between getting this money that they're going to get from this lady, this huge or healthy
Mm-hmm.
commission as she calls it. They need to just pull together, put the differences to the side, and do what they got to do. Because
Yeah.
looking at them, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna be honest. They do make a good team.
Yeah, they would. They would. And it would be
Hmm.
good for the practice. So you're right. They should put everything else aside and, think about the business part of it.
They make a good team. I'm looking. I know you're gonna be like, okay, where this come from? They make a good team. I'm looking forward to when Hayden finds out about his wife and Gary.
Oh, yeah.
Now I brought that up because what if he was to come to Andy after he finds
Mm.
out? Because
Mm.
that's that Gary and Andy are tied together. Hayden is
Yeah.
gonna be beyond pissed. He's gonna be
He
beyond
gonna be
livid.
hurt.
Woo child. But anyway,
Little
Hayden
fella's
is
gonna be
pulling.
hurt.
But Hayden, we got to stop treating him like he's the red thing around the baloney because Hayden, although he's a snake, although he's a snake, Hayden, I know I'm back and forth about this, but Hayden is okay. He just got the problem of having a small penis, being over just. Fatima will remind him, don't she? She said
You know
something to
what,
him.
girl?
What? I mean, just a small
Fatima had
problem.
me cracking up, okay? She,
Every time. It's funny because she fell for his stuff. We look back at our old relationships and be like, dang, what was I thinking? What was I even bothered with him? And if you look at her now and look at him, you'll be thinking, okay, what was going on? Was she at a
girl,
low
she
point?
be coming on people like you without even thinking. It just fly out of her mouth.
I
Like
don't
when
know how easy that is. It's just, I don't know.
you are, girl, you've been like that for years. But when he walked in that office and he said, "Should my ears be burning?" and she said, "No, but Tamara's blank should."
I watched it twice and I couldn't make out what she said. I didn't
Girl,
know what
that's what
she
she said.
said.
She said
Oh,
no, but Tamaris, you know what, should.
what was his response? Because I couldn't make it out. I'm like, okay, what are they
I
saying?
don't
And I just
even, I
gave
was
up.
laughing so hard. I don't know what his response was.
Girl, well, she know her.
Fatima
She the one who brought her
crazy.
in there. She is very crazy, but I'm not mad at her. Everybody needed Fatima. Uh-oh, I heard a little breakup. But let's just get
Mm-mm-mm.
into Sabrina. Before we even start talking about Sabrina, you know how I am about my fashion. Sabrina's shirt. What? I hear you. Did I hear you just sigh?
I was not
Don't
supposed to
think.
hear that.
It was not invisible or inaudible. I heard it, but she had on this shirt, and it was given wedding dress mixed with a tuxedo.
Yeah, I
The
did
sleeves
notice
and
her shirt this time. I didn't care for it.
I mean, it was okay. Yeah, it was all right, but I'm
Mm,
just saying what it was given. It wasn't a bad looking shirt at all.
I didn't like all of the what was going on in the front, like all the different horizontal lines. I don't know.
The seams and stuff. I
Yeah, the
thought it was
seams.
cute, but
Yeah.
it just was giving wedding dress. Um, anyway, I don't hear any wedding bells in that direction as far as her and Richard
Mm-mm.
because something's missing, and I could be reaching and pulling, but ever since that tow truck incident happened, and he's like, this is the tow guy or whatever, and he got up from the table when
Mhm.
Fatima and you remember the part
Mhm.
that didn't set well with me.
I remember you kept saying that. I think his car was truly broken down. I think something was truly wrong with his car, but we'll see.
His girlfriend could have had it. I mean, come on.
You know what? So
I'm
let me
just
ask you
saying, we
this
all been
because
lied to.
I've been wanting to ask you this. Well, when I
Oh
seen it,
Lord,
I said I
I'm
gotta
scared.
ask you.
Look, I'm
Okay.
scared, but go ahead.
Did the gift he gave her this time make up for the charm bracelet that you had a problem with?
Yes, it did, especially if that briefcase was ostrich skin. If it was ostrich skin, then yes, it made up for that dollar store, that dime store bracelet. Because what was that? But yes, the briefcase, I looked at it as possibly being ostrich skin, and I'm not being funny. And if that's what it was, then kudos to him because that I wasn't. He couldn't have got a hug out of me after that because I don't care nothing about it's the thought that counts. I thought you should have did better. I thought you should have. But anyway, moving on. The briefcase, I like the whole thing, the whole idea. You got your new
Good.
position. Congratulations. So that was nice. Um,
She
so
deserved that promotion. I
she
was so happy
does.
for
I was just
her.
getting ready to get into it. She deserves it. I'm glad she stood
Yes.
up for herself
Yes, me
in the
too.
last episode. She stood up for herself. I'm glad she did. She might have said she was sorry, but she didn't mean she was sorry for real.
Right.
She just
Yeah.
wasn't used to being like that, like standing up for herself. So Paige is gone. Now Maurice is a
I was
fool.
so happy about that.
Yes. Maurice is a fool. So he's on the phone or whatever, the video, whatever he's doing with his new lover. They're having their little
Mhm.
phone games. So he said something about a knock at the door, and Sabrina knocked at the door.
Yeah.
Did you hear what he said that he
Yes, I
manifested?
did.
I said, I cannot, but it was hilarious. So
It
she comes
was.
in, and like I said, I watched it twice. She sat down on the couch, and I just was looking like, oh my God, what could she possibly be sitting on? Just what could she be sitting on?
Mhm.
Now, when the camera zoomed in, did you notice that Maurice had the biggest container of hand sanitizer on that table?
Oh my goodness. No, I didn't catch that.
I saw it. I was like, okay. I saw it the first time I watched it. I said, well, he is sitting there doing things. He got the little whip thing that you do, the spanking thing that Sabrina
Yeah.
picked up, the little feathers or whatever that is. He had a lot going, but I'm really happy that now he can go back to the bank and make things lively and funny around there. Now, I don't know. I kind of got away from the whole banks scene because it
Mhm.
kind of ran its course because she met Jacoby there and they did what they did.
Mhm.
Then the situation with Q happened, and it's not like a lot of good memories. Then when Andy
Right.
showed up to get the money that she was hiding for Gary, there's really no good memories in the bank except for Maurice handling the people that how he did and the things he was saying. So
Mhm.
Other than that, but I'm glad he got
I was
his
wondering
job
how
back.
they was going to feel about her bringing him back.
Well, we don't know yet. But
Yeah,
they gave her the position, and so
right.
obviously they feel comfortable. If they let her, I don't want to say slide because that's not what happened, but if they
Mhm.
understood and accepted what happened, then they have no choice. They have to get with whatever she brings.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, somebody calling. It ain't no cash app. But anyway, so moving on.
Oh
So
my
I'm
goodness.
glad that he's back. He's a really, even though Maurice talks his stuff, he's a really good friend.
Mhm.
He's a really good friend. He's very supportive. Him and Sabrina are friends. He's not friends with anybody else, and nobody else is friends with him in that
Yeah.
circle. But they have a friendship. I guess
Mhm.
he's her gay husband in a way, huh?
You know what?
What? I want a
He
gay
her
husband too.
BFF.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, I like that. I really like their relationship. I'm glad
Yeah.
they made it through because Maurice was
Mhm.
willing to take the rap for everything. I hope they don't bring Q back. Please don't let that happen.
Oh, I know.
Um,
I hope he gone for good.
yeah,
That definitely ran its course.
it did. It was drawn out
Mhm.
because look, y'all know they didn't do it. You're just so busy trying to get a promotion that you'll do anything
Mhm.
to get it.
Yep.
Karen. Whew, child.
Mm-mm-mm.
Karen. I ain't gonna say that because it would have been cruel, so I'm gonna skip right past that. But Karen and these mocktails. First of all, Sabrina calls Karen. I was a little upset that she even called Karen because Karen is not in a celebratory mood. Karen is
Mhm.
a sourpuss. So
Yeah,
why
she
would you
is.
invite her to something happy? She's not in a good place. And this is not to put her down right now, but she's not in a good place. So you can't include somebody like that into something that you're doing. She didn't even have to know they
Well,
was
they
doing
probably
that, but
ain't
she
want to
invited
hear
her.
her mouth.
Yeah, later on.
Mhm.
So she invites her to this mocktail. The first thing Karen wants to talk about is whether or not Fatima is coming. Now, I'm kind of divided on that, and I've always been kind of divided on them bringing Fatima in. Um, I don't think, under the circumstances, that Fatima and Karen should be in the same place.
Mm-mm.
I don't think that they should be in the same place. But anyway, Sabrina, she's a sweetheart. She invites her, and she really doesn't have too much to say about the Fatima thing. She kind of lets it ride. So then I don't know why Karen called Danny. Y'all not even friends right now.
But honey, I say it all the time. I love Danny.
Yeah,
She is
she put
so
it out there.
outspoken and she told her behind. She
And she's
told
never
Karen.
wrong. She's never
Never
wrong.
wrong.
Karen
Mm-mm.
pushed Danny into that corner. Let me get my notes on that. But she
Mm-hmm.
pushed her into that corner. You
She
cannot,
did.
when you tell somebody what to do in a demanding way,
Mm-hmm.
they are always going to do the opposite of what you said. Because I'm going to show
Yeah.
you who you think you're talking to. And like she said, that Karen, Karen might be somebody's mama, but she not hers. So
Mm-hmm.
she calls her and she's telling her about this thing. And she did. She verbally attacked Danny from the door.
Yeah.
They never really had a connection to me. You know how everybody has their clicks?
Mm-hmm.
Her and Sabrina had the click. Andy
Yep.
and what's her name? Karen had the click. So they never, and Andy was always friends with everybody, like she's in the center. But those two never really had they never had like this chemistry or
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Right.
I can't recall. So let me know if you can
Mm-mm. No, they
reach back.
haven't.
Have they ever
Mm-mm.
had something where it was just the two of them? Because I could be
No,
off.
no. And a while back, Danny would even say she used to say stuff about that because of the relationship. It seemed like it was only a relationship between her and Andy, between Karen and
Oh, yeah,
Andy,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
Danny
yeah. I
used to
remember that.
mention that. Yeah, but
I
yeah, as far
remember
as
that.
Danny and Karen, nope. Mm-mm.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get to my notes because it's something I want to talk about, but I don't want to put it in the mix of this because it's a biggie. Um,
Mm-hmm.
oh my goodness, Karen really, she was really trying to put. Oh, notes and fell. Wait a minute. Karen was
Oh
really
my
trying to.
goodness.
Oh shoot, I done lost my page. But Karen was really trying to make her mad. She was antagonizing her, and that's why she brought up Preston. Whose business is that?
Girl, when Danny let it rip on her, I promise I threw my hands in the air. I was so happy because she
Yeah.
went off, and Karen deserved all of that, all of it, and it was the truth.
And
Mhm.
Karen, I don't know. Karen is just a little bully. She's a little bully.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
her mouth is her weapon. But she really, and you know what? That's how people do. People
Mhm.
in friendships or whatever they are, you just waiting for somebody to say something so you can pull out your own little artillery and do that. That's why you this
Mhm.
and that's why this happened to you. So when you do that, that's how you already felt.
Yeah.
Let me tell a quick story before we continue. I had a friend some years ago. We went to high school together and we stayed friends for years after that.
Mhm.
So one day we were over to this guy's house. I talked about him before. I'm not going to say his name, but he's the one whose name I always call it all the way through from the beginning to the end. But anyway, so we're over to his house. I introduced her to his friend. And so when I was ready to go, I'm calling her, come on, let's go. I'm ready to go. And I wasn't being rude. And
Mhm.
so she was by not responding. So I
Mhm.
opened the door and closed it like I left.
Mhm.
She was like, F her. That's how she already
Oh,
felt.
wow. Yeah,
That was just an
definitely.
example. But that's how she
Mhm.
already felt. And I say that to say that when Karen throws her little punches and stuff, because Danny is not that type of
Mhm.
person. She's not holding nothing
Yeah.
against you. She will kind of remind you, like, okay, now this is what happened the last time. She will do
Mhm.
something like that, but she don't have an emotional scorecard like Karen has. I
Exactly.
can't stand people like that.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I picked up my notebook. I got it together now. So
Mhm.
Karen, I'm tired of Karen treating Pam like she's the red thing around the baloney because why you always gotta say, Pam, get back to work. Like she
Pam
on
got
your
broker
plantation.
got into her heart though this
Yeah, yeah.
time. With that
Yes,
compliment.
sir. Yeah, yep, yep.
Mhm.
I don't know why she looking
Yeah.
up to Karen because Pam is more charismatic than
Yeah.
than dang on Karen. But anyway, so Karen invites her. Wait a minute, let me go back to Danny. When Danny was letting her have it, and she she went off on her. Then she called her a B when she was done. I felt that. Cause
Yeah.
how are you telling me what to do, and I'm supposed to say, be like, okay, yeah, you right.
Mhm.
You trying to get people to rally against Fatima. You can't handle this by yourself. If you don't want to be a
Right.
part of that, then don't. Like I said, I don't believe they should be inserting Fatima into their relationship because already Danny
Mhm.
and Andy have relationships with Fatima. Sabrina's never. She's never going to be that one because she's green. She's on the outside and she's going to keep the peace. Like
Yeah.
Karen said,
And I
minimalize
really
the
don't think that
situation.
Danny would have called Fatima and invited her if Karen hadn't have did all that.
I don't either. I don't either.
Mhm.
But she told the biggest lie, talking about, yeah, Andy, blah, blah, blah. Andy didn't know nothing about Andy
Yeah.
would like for you to be there. Andy didn't know nothing about it. But
Nothing.
anyway, so but even though she invited Fatima because of what happened, they do have a building friendship. It's not all the way there.
Mhm.
I have a hard time with people always saying my friend. But anyway, so
Yeah.
it's a budding friendship, and I believe it's definitely it's going to grow. But anyway, so when she calls Fatima and they're talking, it made me think about something. And I said something about, I think, in the last episode. Did Danny, and I was supposed to do some research, did Danny introduce Zach to Karen? I don't know why I keep getting that because they both worked at the airport and
Mhm.
she did let him move in. And this came up later in the show when they were at this mocktail thing. When Karen was saying, well, you let him move in when we broke up or whatever. I really think that she introduced him to her. And I'm going to look and see because otherwise, I, I wouldn't say it was inappropriate because he's a person and he didn't have any other place to go.
Mhm. Yeah, I
Karen was
can't
doing what she
remember
was doing.
if she introduced them or not. Honestly, I can't remember. I don't know.
I'm going to have to look back. I'm pretty sure we have one faithful listener who always has some information. Either I didn't know about it or I forgot about it. So if you're listening, can you let us know if she I'm
Yeah.
gonna look into it. But anyway, back to my note. Oh, so Zach made me so mad talking about you and Karen really do have more in common than you think.
Right. I can't believe he said that. See,
he
that type
was,
of little stuff is not funny. That would piss me off, but
it's
I
not
don't.
funny at all because she
Mm-mm.
already dealing with this. It's not too late for her to call Paul.
Mm.
It's not too late. Okay. But anyway, so he made that comment. I'm tired of him showing up to the job too. But back to them at this mocktail. Pam, whoever directed
Girl,
this, Pam's body language said it all. You see how she was ready for whatever?
yes.
But Pam is really, really short. She's extremely short. I would hate to see her standing up next to one of the, well, Andy's really short too. But
Hmm.
not only a short person, but she's really tiny. But
Yeah.
when Fatima was telling her that she would text her, you know what? Mm-mm. It was Pam could have called Beyonce if she wanted to, but she,
Girl, that joke was so funny. Pam was girl, and she wasn't letting
yeah.
nobody downplay her like she wasn't nothing. She was like, "Google me."
Google me. Girl, yes, when she said that, she was like, Google me, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, Pam, God, you can't be mad at somebody that believe in their dream. Go, Pam, water that seed.
Yes, I
But it
know.
was funny. She was like, Google me.
Girl,
Fatima
I
didn't
was
care.
cracking up. Not at all. But that was a good scene. Cause everybody was
I just,
tripping, and then but the one thing, Karen was out of line though, and she called Fatima one too many bees.
she
Okay.
always does.
Mm-hmm. She is
What
really
made
asking
me
for it.
mad? I got something negative to say about Fatima.
Who was that?
Fatima, if he is the father, I mean, she was throwing words. Come on,
Oh,
don't. That's
yeah.
not you. That's not who you've been. So don't
And fuel
start.
to the fire.
I
Yeah.
right. I felt like they watered her character down some so she could be inserted into that situation. No,
Mm-hmm.
when her and Danny had that conversation when it was just the two of them, then that would have been fine for them to talk about it. But for her to
Yeah.
say it, she's putting Andy in a compromising situation because Andy's friends with both of them, even though we know she's tighter with Fatima. But that
Mm-hmm.
puts her in a compromising situation because what can she do? What can she do to
Yeah.
extinguish that fire? What is she supposed to do? And if you notice, every time Karen says something that Fatima doesn't like, she always calls Andy. Andy,
Mm-hmm.
Andy, Andy. You fix it. Andy cannot fix it. And Andy is at this point, she's just sitting there and she's stuck in the middle
You still
of
there?
this trash. I felt like
Oh.
Fatima was out of line and I felt like they put some water in her character. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. I never have anything negative to say about Fatima,
Hold on, I
but
think we having some
I didn't
technical
like that.
difficulties.
So
You
Karen,
dipping in and
she,
out.
oh my goodness, you already got my man. She already done took my man. However she put it, girl, he wasn't yours when he was yours. When she was talking about Zach, how Fatima took.
Hold on for a minute, guys. It looked like she dropped down, and we'll see if she's able to join back in. Give us one moment through these technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. So we're back. I don't know exactly where we left off at. So we're going to get back to how Fatima was kind of stirring the pot a little bit. So we may be talking about something we spoke about before. But we're going to go from there. Um, I know we were talking about how they were watering her down, how Pam was holding her own ground, how I always be spitting my little bars and don't even realize it. How Andy is always in a compromising position when it comes to these ladies. Now, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
After Karen stormed up out of there, Danny was like, "Okay, did Danny say that? Is anybody gonna go out there and talk to her?" I don't know if that was Sabrina or Danny that
I think
said that.
Sabrina said that, and Danny was looking like it won't be me.
And Danny's shirt was cute. They tried to trick us
Yes.
into thinking that was the uniform shirt, but when I saw the flare on the
Mm-hmm.
cuffs of her sleeves, it was really cute. It was cute
Yeah.
that Tony gave her back the necklace that the daughter kind of She
Uh-huh.
kind of slid it right from under, bamboozled her out of the necklace. Finessed.
I was
That's what they
scared
call
for
it.
that box.
Ooh, child.
Thinking about you. I said, please let it be a
Whew.
good gift so she don't say nothing.
I had no idea what it was going to be. I was a little, kind of mad because it wasn't a big
Uh-huh.
box, but it wasn't a small one. So I'm like, okay, what's in there?
Yeah.
But anyway, so it's the replacement for the necklace that the little girl
That
kind
was
of got
sweet
from
with
her.
some real
It was
pearls.
sweet.
Yeah.
It was really sweet. But I just was sitting here like,
Hmm.
would I wear some real pearls? I
Why
don't
not?
know. I've never been a pearl type of person.
Oh, yeah, me neither, really.
I mean, I guess if it was a
Well,
gift.
yeah. I mean, I think, yeah, I mean, I'm older now. I didn't wear, I always loved jewelry, but I never really wore, I don't think I ever really wore pearls either. I think I would now that I'm a little older.
Now, I bought some pearls from you. It was
Mm-hmm.
okay, so you know what I'm talking about. And I'm
Yeah.
wearing them next weekend, just so you know.
Oh,
But
cool.
anyway, back to it. Back to it. Let me look at my notes, y'all, because that really threw me. Um, now back to when
But
Fatima. Oh, go ahead.
oh, I was just laughing about Danny. She always got some goodies in her purse. She says she
Girl,
ain't
it
dealing
made
with just
I
no
have a
mocktails.
flask, and it's in my
You
notes. I
got
have a
one.
flask.
What
I
you
never
doing with
used it. I
one?
got to.
I
Oh, I
about to
have it
say.
because no. When the pandemic first started, and I was trying to get my little dear ex boyfriend little thing, little line going, and I had the girl to make me the
Mm-hmm.
2 T-shirts, and she made me 2 flasks. I have to send you a
Oh,
picture when we get done. It's still in the
yeah.
box. It's
Oh, wow.
24. So it
Yeah.
was just something that she and it's cute. It's you know what I should
Mm-hmm.
post it in Derek's.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do today. But anyway, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny when Zach and Fatima were in the office, and when she was talking about meeting up with the girls, and when he made the comment about y'all have more in common than you think, and then she made I don't know if you were familiar with the SWV and Escape little tobacco they
Mm-hmm.
had a couple of months ago. Are you familiar with it?
Mm-hmm.
How
Uh-huh.
they weren't getting along. So she made reference to it. She made reference to it. And I said, now look at that. She didn't plug them in and they probably not even watching. But anyway, it made sense.
I missed
Anyway,
that. Yeah.
when he was talking about how Zach was talking about her and Carrie had more in common than what she knew. It kind of got a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
serious. Oh, well, let me go back to Maurice and the situation with Paige. So he sabotaged the relationship, her bank
Right.
relationship. Okay, here we go again with this stuff happening in the parking lot. There's cameras out there.
Oh, goodness. Right.
It's cameras everywhere. I'm scared to dig in my nose outside because somebody somewhere is going to see
Yeah.
that. Everybody
Hopefully
got
they
these ring
fly over
lights
that.
now. I mean, I'm just,
Mm-hmm.
but everybody's
Yeah.
got these ring lights now, so you can't get away with nothing. They got the lights inside of the not the lights, the cameras inside of the traffic lights, like up there on the poles at the gas stations. There's lights and cameras everywhere. But anyway, so that was funny
Everywhere.
that he did look out for Sabrina. I'm kind of mad that the bank, whoever she is, not the manager, but the lady over her, India, that she didn't realize what Paige was doing. You watching
Right.
Sabrina on the personal call.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see Paige in there messing with numbers.
Right.
I
Oh,
think we
I'm
just get
glad
too
Paige
involved in the
gone.
whole writing. Me too, because who was Paige
Mm-hmm.
anyway?
Exactly.
Trying to see where I'm at. So, so, no, I'm looking at the pearls part.
Well, we ain't
It
talk
was
about
funny.
the confrontation with Fatima and
Right, we
Andy
gonna
with
get to
Gary.
that, Gary. Right,
Okay.
we gonna get to that. That was the
Yeah.
last thing. Um, when Andy and what's his face Hayden was talking in the office more about what was going on, and he just was
Mhm.
like, "Now that your little boyfriend got over the Chester child molester thing," and when he
Yeah.
said that, I was like, "That's what kids really used to say when I was younger." It's so cruel. It's cruel because now
Uh-huh.
I can't even date somebody named Chester. I can't do
Yeah.
Chester chicken. I can't even eat the Chester chicken. But anyway, so that was funny. They still haven't shown what's her name, Tamara. We can't never get it right. They still haven't shown her, so they must have either something big coming up or the writers are stuck
Who?
because she has Tamara. Ever since her and
Oh
Gary had their
yeah.
little secret rendezvous or
Right.
whatever, they haven't
Yeah.
shown her. So she must have
Mm-mm. Sure
something in
haven't.
store. That's what I like to think, that she has
Mm-hmm.
something in store. Now, this guy shows up to Jordan's place to be a candidate to work on the campaign. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Number one, why are you meeting someone at your house
Right.
and you're
Mm-mm.
a public figure? Why? Why is this man allowed in your
Yeah,
house?
that ain't
Number
make no
two,
sense.
he comes in. Why are you telling his whole life story like you did the research and it meant anything?
Mm-hmm.
It made me mad because it should have been, the other guy should have been enthusiastic about it and like, yeah, I know you graduated from blah, 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 blah. I'm excited
Right.
to be here. But it was just the other way.
Mm-hmm.
He says to this guy, would you like something to drink? Water? Beer? Beer?
Right. Yeah, that was so raunchy.
Even
I'm
when you go
like,
in a
beer.
lawyer's office, they offer you coffee, Coke, water,
Yeah.
tea. This fool said beer.
Right.
So, excuse me. So after that, when the guy says he'll take water, did you catch what I caught? He gave him a bottle
What?
of water right off the table.
Yeah,
What?
I caught that. I
Just
didn't I
one
didn't
single bottle of
understand that.
water? I'm like, okay,
Right.
y'all doing too much. The guy should have just been like, no, thank you. Maybe they just
I would
ad-libbed
have
and threw
after
that
if it
in
just
there.
been sitting there.
Yeah, so he kind of made me mad because where are you? Where did you come from? Come to find
Hmm.
out he's one of Gary's goons.
Yeah,
Gary's doing too much.
way too
He's doing too
much.
much because why are you so, you had already killed his little sister, okay? You pissed
Hmm.
off because he got your ex-girl. What? He is doing too much. I can't wait for it to all unfold whenever that is.
Hmm.
Um,
But Gary
yeah,
is
we get
so
into it.
shady.
Yeah, he is. And who knew? We knew he was, but see, it makes me think about how that time, and I think they were being careful for whatever reason when
Hmm.
he, what did he do? I don't think he choked Andy. He squeezed her. That's what they were saying.
Yeah.
That to
Hmm.
me never made sense because if you go, well, I can't say that on here, but if you go, I'm trying to think of a clean way to say it. But if you get that close, if that's what you want to talk about, then say it. But I think it would have been
Hmm.
really bad if they had said you already choked her.
Yeah.
But squeezing somebody, I don't know. But I just felt like,
Hmm.
okay, they was kissing around it or whatever. But you have to think about some of the things how slick he used to be. The
Hmm.
opening scene, first episode, was he was, I guess, getting ready to take a shower in the shower. And then he goes on to say that he got to do whatever, X, Y, Z with the kid's wife or whatever. So he's always been
Right.
scandalous. Like when he tried to, and I still don't understand this, when he took Andy out to that faraway home, the little out in the country,
Hmm.
and
Oh
he was
yeah, trying
supposed
to
to be,
get her move out.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it's all of it is kind of weird. But anyway, so Fatima, not Fatima, Andy tells Fatima that she has something that she needs to handle. She needs her to go with her because now Jordan has called Andy and asking her if she has heard from Penelope.
Hmm.
Now Penelope, and we talked about this last week, Penelope is doing too much. If somebody has told you, be careful. Why are you
Hmm.
going over there rubbing the lion's head when you know he gonna bite you?
Yeah, I don't
If
know why
somebody
she
had
did
told me
that.
that my fiance, boyfriend, or somebody I was connected with was possibly kill somebody, am I gonna go
Hmm.
and say, okay, I know what you did with so and so? What? No, I'm not. I'm gonna try my best not to be so and so. Anyway, so now Karen, not Karen, I'm sorry, Karen's gone. Now Andy's like, okay, let me go talk to Gary and see what he knows because he knows something. They get there.
Hmm.
And Fatima did the silly on him, didn't she?
Girl, she sure did. She was not playing. Fatima is hard.
I loved it. And then he had the audacity to tell her to put, to move the knives a little bit closer up there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I just was like, But it brought me to this. I really want them to do this. I want them to have Fatima to beat Gary up. Have him running around the room screaming. Just have her to beat him up in a fit of rage for all the stupid stuff that he doing. I think that would be hype. That would be
Yeah,
crazy if she
that
get to
would.
chasing him around. He running on top of
Mm-hmm.
desks and stuff. That'll be nice because we need to see her in action because we've seen what she
Sure
can do.
do.
But I just
Right.
want somebody to make a fool out of this fool. Talking about Gary.
Mm,
Um,
that
I
would.
want to know how long they're going to be searching for Penelope. What about cell phones? See, I'm getting too deep into it about those towers and
Tracking
pinging the
her
cell
and
phone location,
everything. They'll probably get to that. Right now, they really don't know where she might be or what's going on, but
or how
yeah.
long she's
But I
been
mean,
missing.
his
But
cleanup crew probably gonna take care of that too, though, where they can't ping her.
yeah, well,
Mhm.
we'll see how that goes. Okay, here's the granddaddy of them all, or the daddy of them all. So Karen finally gets the results of her paternity test.
Mm.
Now, okay, Zach is the father of one of the babies. It looks too obvious that Aaron is the father of the second baby. And that's why I don't want to say that he's the father. I don't want to say it
Mhm.
because it looks too obvious. Aaron has been on his way to the city for the longest, for like 3 episodes.
Right.
He been on his way. Where is he coming from? He been on
Mm-mm.
his way. If he was coming from Detroit, all he had to do was take I-75 straight on down. Where's he coming from? And you could do that and get there in one
Exactly.
day. He been going for 3 days.
Mhm.
So he's on his happy little way. But anyway, so Karen sounded so stupid. I already know who the father is when she's on the phone with
Yeah.
the whoever. She didn't know.
Mm-mm.
She didn't know. She was
I
hopeful.
know that
So
doctor,
now she
like,
knows
girl,
that
please,
he's
that's why you here.
right. Right. Oh, filthy wall I have him behind. But anyway, so so she's sitting there. I'm not sure if she was shocked as I would have been. I don't remember what her reaction was. But this is the reality. Now, let's see how Fatima's going to deal with this. If I was Fatima, and I know I'm not, I would call Paul because she needs a friend. Angela can't do nothing to fix this. Her and Melinda ain't even messing with each
Mm-mm-mm.
other no more. She needs to call Paul and be like, listen, this is what's going on with me. I need peace. I need peace. Just go ahead and get you a
Mhm.
balance. A balance. Call Paul. But anyway, so I didn't rally for Paul this entire season. But
Yes.
anyway, so they showed the previews for not next week, for when they come back. Now, for this to be a mid-season finale, do you think it ended on a good note?
I don't think it was enough of a cliffhanger.
I don't either,
No.
but I'm glad what they didn't do is they didn't draw this out with this paternity.
Right.
But anyway, so she calls her mom, and here she comes with her little voice of reason. Thank God for Lisa. Dang, another bar. But anyway, so she
Mhm.
comes over and Carrie tells her mom Zach is, the father of one of the babies. So Lisa's like, what? Huh?
Mhm.
So looking forward to seeing what's going to happen there, and looking forward to how everybody's going to react. Now I know a lot of people learned that this is possible, that this can really happen. So for my listeners, this type of thing can really happen. This is not just something that they pulled out of the air. It's a very
Mhm.
rare case that it will happen, but this type of thing really happens. But anyway, so
Yeah.
um we'll see what happens. We'll see what
Mhm.
happens with this. I don't know. I still can't see children coming on to this show.
All right.
When I was
Now
talking to
in the
my sister, mhm.
previews, when they said some, who was being detained?
Hmm?
In the previews, they said somebody was detained, but I don't know who it was.
I have no clue. I don't remember hearing that. But who? Nobody's. Well, Gary's the only one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Once again, I have to go back because I don't remember hearing or seeing that. I'll have to go back in. But
Yeah.
nobody else is. No, nobody else is having any dealings with law enforcement. Now, what's crazy is how he going to work every day like it's nothing. I'm not saying he's not stressed out, but would you be going in the office every day?
Girl, Gary is like not right in the head.
At all,
He
at all.
he just I don't know. He trying to act like ain't nothing going on. He trying to be as normal as possible with his crazy behind.
if such a thing should exist. I mean, he sits there with that pen at his ear or whatever he's doing, like he's really working when all he's doing is
Right.
looking for some more money to steal. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at my so in the next episode, whenever it comes on, Danny's getting ready to watch the kids.
Yeah,
Did
I
you
was
see?
laughing
She's
about
getting ready to.
that.
Yes, she's getting ready to watch. Let me see what I put in my notes. Yeah, she's getting ready to watch the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's gonna be
guys,
funny.
I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. I hope that it isn't a 2 month break here, but I don't have anything else.
Well,
No.
only other thing is that I got to say when they was talking about Jordan, and Danny
Hmm.
being late to the office, Jordan is not cracking no backs. Okay, I just had to say that.
Child
He's
Jordan
not capable of
he can't
cracking
even
no
crack an
backs.
egg with his little self.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, but she's a tiny girl, so hey,
Listen, I don't
he's a.
care.
I'm trying to be nice and positive about the whole thing.
Listen, Jordan, like you said, can't crack an egg, let alone a back. Okay, not
But
happening. But
Robin, okay.
Robin is another
Mm,
story.
a whole nother story that I wouldn't mind reading again. They need to bring him back because Andy's going to need some support at some point because Jordan, he going to have a stroke when he find out that Gary had killed his sister.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe
This whole
you know what?
thing,
Maybe that's when he'll toughen up.
well, they need to bring the old one back because I'll never see him as being tough. Even if what if in real life he's nothing like this character that he's playing? What if his voice is
Right.
deep?
That would be interesting to see how he is. Oh, speaking of real life, I'm gonna forward it to you. I've found the Michael's mother in real life Facebook page.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so I wonder what they're gonna do with her character. Is she gonna be in and out, or I mean,
Who?
she's busy with other things. The mother. Wait a minute, you're talking about Heather, right?
No, I'm talking about no, his real life mother. Yeah, real
Oh, okay.
life. Yeah. I
Oh,
think his
okay.
his name in real life is Roman. But yeah, I'll forward it to you.
Okay, well, I look forward to seeing that. I think
Yeah.
that's it. I don't have anything else.
Yeah,
So,
I don't
guys, it's
either.
gonna
That is
be.
all. Yeah.
Hopefully,
Well,
it
we'll
won't be
think
two
of
months.
something in between. Maybe we'll go
You
live
know,
or
we
something
might.
to
Right, I was gonna
interact
say
with you all.
we should finally show our faces. My face
Yeah.
isn't as cute as it looks in the picture, but we really should
Oh
start
my goodness.
show our faces. So, guys, thank you for your listenership and the comments and everything. We appreciate that. Um, keep doing what you're doing, and we're gonna keep doing what we're doing. So,
Yes, but make
I'm
sure
just
on
gonna hang up for
YouTube that
now
you subscribe and push the bell
and
so
hit
you
the
can be
notification.
notified for when we do go live or make any other posts in between. But we'll make sure that we stay active during this waiting period.
Oh, are we?
Yes.
Will we? Okay, bye, girl.
Bye.